What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. We got Roman's car on the lift right now. We're going to be doing rack bushings today on an Is300, converting from the rubber bushings to the solid bushings. Pretty common thing on these cars. It's going to get worn out because they are rubber. Let's jump right into it. I'll let you guys know how we're going to do it. If you guys haven't already seen this car, it is on YouTube. We did go ahead and do the 1J ZVU-TI on the Link ECU with a CD009 transmission. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I don't know if we can see in here, but you can see the bushing is pretty eroded already. And the car does have some movement back and forth. He has all this aftermarket suspension, so the wear point's obviously gonna be where there's no bushings. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop the front suspension on the lower control arm right here, this bracket, and try to see if we can get these bushings out without having to go ahead and remove the rack and pinion completely out of the car. So let's jump right into it. All right, we got our snap-on impact gun, our 14mm and our 17mm. We're gonna go ahead and start blasting everything off right now, and we'll see how difficult this is gonna be. Usually we're gonna need to use a torch or some kind of a air hammer or something. Let's just see what we need to do to get it done. All right, so real quickly, all that stuff is out. I went ahead and left the bolts in, so obviously the control arms don't pop off. There is a knurl on there that the control arm sits on, so not gonna really be an issue of them popping off. You can see the lower bushing in here is pretty messed up on the lower. The upper seems to be okay, but we're gonna still go to the solid bushings regardless. I'm gonna go ahead and get on this side right now, and I'm gonna blast out the 12s that hold the rack in, and hopefully we can drop this thing down low enough to where I can get a hammer in here and start trying to see what I can do to jimmy these things out of here. So give me 1 second. All right, well, what I'm gonna go ahead and try to do is I'm gonna try to get a socket in here and see if I can kind of hammer the center of the bushing out. I don't know how this is gonna work. It's gonna work easy, or it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Going. Don't want to, you know, gum up too much the housing, because the housing actually is where the aluminum bushing is going to go in. That's going to be kind of there. So, oh, there we go. Got one out. That one was the messed up one. You can totally see right here, just pretty mangled and messed up. And let me get the other one out real quick, and I will see how bad the housing is, because you're gonna have to lube this thing up and put some grease in here. Get a little bit better lighting on that second one. I don't really have a lot of room like this because of the steering shaft. This one's definitely gonna be more of a pain in the butt because I don't have the room. Maybe I can go from the other side. Let me see. Around the rack lines, kind of a pain in the butt like that. Oh, not really going. Once again, just using a hammer and a socket. Trying not to hit my fingers or hit the rack lines. Just nailed my finger, that kind of hurt. Maybe just get a bigger hammer. Ow, hit my fingers again. It's like we're gonna need a smaller socket for this. It's not working. So I got more of like a conical style socket to get in here. Oh, I hear something. Maybe I can get it out. I just use my brute strength. Ugh. Okay. There you go. Nice. Orifices are clean. Let's get some grease. All right, so I've already gone ahead and hammered them in and slipped the little like guide for the bolt in. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish hammering in the last one. I've already kind of put a little bit of lube, not too much, because you do want it to kind of not flop around in the bushing. So you're definitely gonna have to be rough. Got the little slip, needs to come through on this side to make it flat. And we are pretty much straight. I can go ahead and pull the bolt through on that one when I come back up. So just if anybody kind of wants to see what it looks like when they're in. So it should look like this. This one I need to obviously bring the shank all the way through. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get the bolt started. When I tighten it down, it'll pull it into place. Only because there's not really very much room for me to be able to get behind the rack. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rack and pinion back in place, tighten those down with an impact gun, and then start putting all the suspension back together. All right, well, we're all back together. Everything's all nice and in. And now we got our solid rack bushings installed. So rack's not gonna be moving at all side to side anymore. Old bushings are out, so. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's nothing super crazy. Actually, not a super intense job if you can do it on a lift, obviously. Doing it on the floor would probably suck pretty freaking bad. But that was how I went ahead and did it to save myself some time instead of pulling the whole entire rack out and doing it that way. Luckily, the bushings were already kind of messed up, so I didn't have to like torch them out or anything like that. But yeah, keep watching, guys. Peace.